Conversations with Brian Force and CJ Spadafore, brought to you by Marcus and Mack, a law firm representing injured people. And they are both on the line with me right now. Gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
It's good to have you both with us. CJ, Brian, we took a look a couple of weeks ago at the Little League complex there. You take a drive down Gabriel Avenue, you have to take a look at this. It's just amazing, and we've got some photos posted on our Facebook pages this morning. It's just spectacular what has been done at the field. The 3 new turfed infields at the Little League complex. CJ, this has to warm your heart.
Oh, it sure does. Definitely does. Something that was a special place in our family's heart, and with Dad's passing back in August, we wanted to see if we could do something special for the Little League field and try to help out. So.
Well, you certainly did. The Colonial and Chuck Spadafore Family Fund in memory of Chuck Spadafore, this project. Tell me about the genesis of it. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, before Dad got sick, him and I were just chewing the fat, watching my boys play one day, and we were walking down behind one of the concession stands, of course, to buy the kids some candy, and we looked at one of the batting cages, and it looked a little beat up, and we thought we could try to help out and clean it up a little bit. And then Dad got sick, and then when he passed, I thought a good thing we could do was any donations that in his honor we can make it to the Little League field. And the community was so we were so overwhelmed by how much was donated to the Little League field that I called Bryan and asked him if there's any project that we could help out with. And that's when I just started chatting, and he kind of took the lead and did all the work and deserves all the credit that has happened up there. So.
Bryan, you're the president of Indiana Little League. Of course, you work very closely with Joe Walkovich, the District 7 chairman, and you, of course, are very, very familiar with those fields, and it's been a phenomenal location for many, many years, and it was just in need of an upgrade, and you did it.
Yeah, Todd, I mean, it's a pretty remarkable facility. I mean, we have 38 teams, roughly 38 teams, 450 athletes, and between our spring, summer, postseason, and fall, there's over 1,000 games played at that facility a year.
So you start kicking this around with CJ and some others, and you come up with this idea that we're going to get turf on the infields of these 3 fields. And, of course, you have East American Incorporated, which is going to be able to provide much of the work, and you commit to that as well, which is a pretty big commitment on your part and on the part of not only the Colonial and Chuck Spadafore Family Fund, but as CJ said, a whole lot of people made this happen.
A whole lot of people, Todd. My relationship with Chuck over the years, he's been fond of Little League. Had absolutely no problem telling me multiple times that he threw the first no-hitter while Billy Gaddy was his catcher, and I confirmed that the no-hitter did happen. Billy Gaddy confirmed that was in 1953. So, yeah, the turf project, kind of was an idea that happened a few years ago, and, we jokingly said it, a few times over the years. And, with Chuck's help, we donated, and then the people that support Indiana Little League and our fundraisers year in and year out had a big part to do with this as well.
I'm picturing young CJ playing Little League ball and his dad tell him, "Hey, do you know have I ever told you about that no-hitter I threw here?"
Heard the story numerous times.
I bet you. Probably by the end of it, let me see, 7 innings. He probably struck out all 21 in that game, didn't
he? Yeah.
And
for sure.
Well, that field was known as the Herman Harris Field back then. It's now known as the Kowalczyk Field, and that's one of the 3 fields that have the new infield turf. The Krebs Field, the IRMC Field. Must make you proud to look at that field and realize that you have, been able to provide opportunities for Indiana County and for Little League players from the whole region, because people come here from all over to play Little League ball.
Yeah, that's right, Todd. And we hope to bring more people in. Being able to complete this project should allow us, obviously not this summer, but hopefully next summer, to be able to start having, travel ball style tournaments that should bring some pretty good economic development to Indiana County.
Oh, that'd be amazing. Amazing. CJ, your dad he loves sports. Every sport you can think of. I remember talking to you last year when he passed, his love of football, your whole family, of course, with Indiana High and the famous photo in the Indiana football programs for all those years.
Yes.
Which is just tremendous. Chuck and your Uncle Bill, you started the Kesey Award in memory of Betsy Keeley and Scott Zellum. Of course, their connection with the U.S. Naval Academy as well. Your dad somewhere must be smiling at this, huh?
Oh, yeah. Brian, whenever the first field got finished and completed, he sent me a text. He goes, your old man's probably grinning up above us. So he's definitely enjoying it and can't wait to see it be used. And also, I just don't think everybody knows how much effort and time that Brian and Joe has put into this project and what they do for the Little League field. I don't think without their hard work and dedication, it might not be there. But those guys do one hell of a job year in and year out. So I want to make sure that people are well aware of how hard they work to make sure to pull everything off and get things taken care of. So,
hey, Brian, all it takes now is to get people out there playing, huh?
All we need is the green light, Todd. Just give us the green light, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, yeah. You and Joe, I know, are talking about this a lot, just waiting for the governor to come forward and say, "All right, it's okay." Meanwhile, folks probably do need to know that Little League baseball is pretty much going to happen this year in some form or another, and don't give up hope, right?
That's correct. Don't give up hope. We have schedules planned. Teams are already picked. Everybody's ready to go. So as soon as we get the green light, like our surrounding states already have, we'll be able to get started over there at the fields, and we'd love for everyone to come out and check it out once we do.
Now, we talked about your company doing some of the work here, the good portion of the work, getting the foundation laid down and everything. Take us through that process of what East American was able to do in order to get these fields ready for these beautiful surfaces.
Sure. So as part of this project, our construction divisions, which would be the old Force Incorporated, we were fortunate enough to sell off our oil field division last March, which afforded me the opportunity to donate to this particular project. So our construction divisions, the paving, rock quarries, stuff like that, is now called East American Incorporated. So East American was able to do the excavating, stone placement, purchased the stone local through Hanson Aggregates down in Blairsville. In fact, all the materials were purchased locally. We're able to take a look at one of our neighboring facilities down in Tarentum, PA. No off-season was a huge help in showing us what to do and how to do it. So we were able to put the base down, prep everything, and then ran the project management portion of the turf install.
Yeah, and it looks absolutely spectacular. Again, we want to direct our listeners to go ahead and take a look at that because it's just amazing. We have pictures on our Facebook page. CJ, this project was not cheap. This took some funding, and your family, of course, providing the major portion of this $225,000 cost, according to Joe Walkovich. And so that being the case, it really does point out that the Colonial and Chuck Spadafore Family Fund, that as one entity, whatever other entities that are able to be providing funds from your family, they really do support local folks doing wonderful local things.
Well, I appreciate that, but without the community support that we've had for over 75 years with our family business, we would not have been able to do that. So it's just a way we like to thank the community for the support and keeping our business around for that long and on the third generation. And so we enjoy giving back and making sure this place is going to be here for a long time. So we enjoy seeing Indiana keep on getting a little better every single year or so.
Yeah. Well, there's been night baseball for a long time. Your dad's smile could probably light up a field enough to play some ball too. We remember that smile so well. Brian, this kind of work, is this something new for your company, or do you do this sort of thing? Are there other opportunities for other facilities to do this?
Yeah, I mean, we hope to start doing this more. Todd, we're working with the turf installers to do a few other fields in the Pennsylvania area. So, yeah, I mean, we didn't set out for this to be another, niche of what we do in that company, but it was a really fun project, pretty easy to do, and it's pretty awesome to sit back and look at the fields when you're done. So I'm sure this is something we'll continue to do in the future.
Oh, yeah, and it'll make a lot of people smile. Beautifully done. And folks, again, can check it out on our Facebook pages, see all these wonderful photos. Brian Force, CJ Spadafore, I want to thank you both so much for joining us today. This has been fun.
Thanks, Todd.
Well,
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Todd. Appreciate it.
Have a great day.
You too.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. 101.1 FM.